Today I will talk about one of the project settings available in Simulx that allows to save a project and all the files it depends on at the same location. You will see that it is particularly useful when I want to move a project or share it with someone else. A similar option exists in Monolix and has been described in our video number 74. I have developed several modeling scenarios in Simulx based on the same model, and I have organized my files as follows. I have defined a single structural model file that I have saved in a folder model. I have also used different tables of individual covariate values saved in the folder covariate tables, and different tables of individual regressor values saved in the folder regressor tables. Finally, my different Simulx runs are saved in the subfolder simulations. Each run is composed of the project file with its SMLX extension and the corresponding result folder automatically created by Simulx, which contains the results of the simulations. Now, what if I want to move only one of these runs, for example, simulations US population, because I want to copy it to another location or share it with one of my colleagues? This will be tricky because the Simulx project depends on external files that are at different locations. The path to each external file is indicated in the interface. The path to the model file is here, while the path to the covariate table used in the covariate element can be seen by clicking on Edit. Thus, sharing the file simulations uspopulations.smlx will not be enough because the model and external tables used for the simulation are not included in this file. If my colleague receives only this file and tries to open it in Simulx, it will return an error message stating that an external file is missing. So I will need to send also the model file and external tables to him or her. Moreover, just copying the different files in the same folder like this to zip them all together and send the zip will not work either because the path will not be correct. In addition to the interface, the correct path can also be seen when opening the SMLX file in a text editor. Similarly to a Monolix project, the locations of the external files that Simulx need to read to open this project are written on fields beginning with file equal in the sections model and in the description of the elements using external tables. Here one for covariates and one for regressors. By default, these locations are saved with relative path, unless specified otherwise in the preferences. To open this project in Simulx, my colleague will have to have the same files in the same locations relatively to the project file. In addition, if I also share the result folder, my colleague will also see the simulation results in Simulx without the need to rerun the simulation. So to share only the simulations for US population, one possibility would be to create subfolders in the folder I plan to zip to recreate the same architecture with only the necessary files. One file in model, one file in covariate tables, and one in regressor tables, as well as my project in simulation with the result folder. This would work. With this architecture, Simulx would be able to load the model, external tables and results, but it is cumbersome. Another much easier possibility is to open in Simulx the run I want to share, open the project settings, and select this option, Save the user files in the results folder. Now, when I save my project again with Save or Save As, either with the same name or with a different name, the model file and external tables are all copied in the result folder of the project I have just saved. The model file is copied in a subfolder named Model File, and the covariate table and regressor tables are in a subfolder named External Files. I can check in the Simulx interface that the paths have been updated to the new locations. Now all the information needed to load my project in Simulx is contained in the SMLX file and the result folder. Thus, I just have to zip all these elements together to share my simulation. Note that the structural model file is not copied if it is a model from one of the built-in libraries, because Simulx knows how to find the models from the libraries, whatever the location of the project. Moreover, when I create a Simulx project by importing a Monolix project into Simulx, the model file and external tables derived from the Monolix project are already located, in any case, in the results folder. Now you can easily share all your simulations. See you next week!